there really a difference between saying the word on stream and in an offline chat? I don't know. I can't really talk about this because anything I do, it's just like the accusation is going to be that I'm just biased. Like I'll run over this one time. I don't know but I mean it's nobody that is already on this side of like wanting to be a fucking retard is ever going to change their opinion anyway. So like if like it's like people keep saying that like is it really different saying it like in a private conversation versus saying it like in public while you're streaming? Like I don't know, dude. What do you think? If a conversation had been leaked where it was like, oh, PewDiePie, said something or whatever in a private chat versus saying it on stream, do you think the reaction would be different at all? Like, I mean, clearly there's a little bit of difference, right? I've never called PewDiePie a racist either. I don't know if PewDiePie is racist or not. Maybe, like, there might be a decent chance based on what's, like, going on. But I mean, like, there's more than just saying it, right? Like, saying bad words or certain words is probably stuff that you should avoid doing. I try to, like, as much as I can on stream. Like, yeah, sure, I meme out of my chat a little bit. But, like, am I actually racist? Like, what is PewDiePie's history? He just got a bunch of trouble with, like, some fucking borderline Nazi shit, and then he goes on his channel and he defends, like, weird politicians that have weird views on women and shit. I don't know. Am I racist? I don't know. I spend 90% of my time arguing against, like, race realists and shit, and the alternative hypothesis, and people that, like, are literally fucking, like, think that black people are genetically... I don't know. Did you think I'm racist? I don't know. Maybe I am. I mean... My mistake was talking in my chat. I still treat it sometimes like it's a little community, and I forget that there are, like, inbreds that will, like, screenshot shit that I say when I'm talking in my chat offline and then post it online. Like, if you really think I'm racist because of some shit that I said once or twice in chat, like, I don't really give a fuck. Like, just don't watch me. Like, this, you'd have to be, like, beyond fucking retarded to honestly think that. And I don't even know if PewDiePie's a racist. Like, and all of my commentary about it, I don't think I ever even called him that. Did I ever say that PewDiePie was racist? I thought about making a video on it, that there is a distinction. Obviously, I can't make that video now because it would seem like I'm only saying it to save myself. But, like, I have a pretty, like, low racial bullshit tolerance in my chat. Like, I ban people that spell it, like, instantly or do, like, the tryhard spam. But, like, okay, like, we can pretend that, but because I said something, like, once or twice off stream, like, that I'm definitely fucking racist. Like, I'm the real racist. Like, whatever makes you feel better, my dudes. Is the Trump grab him by the pussy stuff more forgivable because it was in private? No. Maybe. Yeah. When people say words as a way to give you never really know what somebody is thinking, right? Do you agree with that? You can never really know what somebody is thinking, right? Every interpretation of another person's thought, you can only get there via inductive reasoning. Only, ever. Until we have the ability to measure specific neurons in somebody's brains, you can only ever get there via inductive reasoning. They say things, and through what they say, you kind of have to figure out what's going on inside their head, right? Not to say that inductive reasoning is bad or invalid. It's a very valid way of doing things, right? So... when Trump says, grab him by the pussy, and he's been divorced multiple times, and he said creepy things about his daughter, and he said creepy things, right? Like, via inductive reasoning, we can kind of arrive at some sort of thing, like, where maybe, maybe Trump has a certain view of women. It's possible to get there via inductive reasoning. Does Trump hate women? I don't know, probably not, right? But the grab him by the pussy thing was, like, a whole statement, like, laying out a personal belief, where Trump wasn't just saying, like, oh, she's a bitch, right? Trump was like, oh, no, I'm a celebrity, so I can kind of, walk up and fucking kind of sort of rape women, but it's cool because I'm a celebrity, right? That's a far cry from, like, saying one word, like calling someone a bitch or a cunt or it, right? But I guess via inductive reasoning, I guess, like, you could try to figure out, like, what a person actually thinks. I feel like I have enough content posted that it's pretty obvious that I'm not a racist, but I mean, if your whole life is dedicated to defending other, like, people that might be racist saying the N-word, then maybe you could point to me and go, like, well, look, Destiny's racist. I don't know, dude. Just kind of disappointed that you give these retards ammo against you for memes and chat. I mean, I guess, but literally every single thing I'll do is going to be ammo against me. You realize that, right? You realize that every single thing I've ever done in the past 7 years is ammo against me. Like, even if I hadn't said that in chat, they'd be like, how many people are quoting things that I've said 5 or 6 years ago? It really doesn't matter. Like, when you're at this level of intellectual dishonesty, you'll find literally anything you can. So it's whatever. But yeah, clearly I shouldn't ever be memeing like that in my chat anymore, since there are people that will sit there and screenshot shit. You're back to the word has no real meaning argument, which you agree most people, regardless of political leaning, disagree with. Not really. So, okay, so let me, I guess, I hate explaining anything now because now it just feels like I'm going to say whatever I can so that I excuse myself or whatever. So, the position that I've had on these words, I've been fairly consistent on for the past like 3 years, I guess. So I try not to say words like the F word, right? Which I guess we won't say anymore, or the N word, or any fucking, I guess, or even we'll try not to say the A word or the R word anymore. Like, the reason why I don't say these publicly is because there's a chance that people will listen to you and think that, oh wow, he said that word. Maybe he actually hates those types of people. So now I can hate those types of people too, and I feel good about it, right? This is generally why these words are bad, is because you unintentionally empower people that actually hate these people, right? With that point of view, like, if I'm just memeing with fucking Anaya or Mr. Mutin or somebody, or New Salsa or somebody like in person or whatever, I might say some shit that I wouldn't necessarily say publicly, right? Because I know these people, right? I've got, you know, like old friends at school and shit that were black dudes that I'll meme with in ways that I would never meme on stream, because I don't want like some CX person in chat be like, oh shit, Destiny, huh? He knows what's going on with N people, huh? Like, I'm not gonna do that shit, right? Do you understand? Like, it's a pretty easy, but so like I figure at this point, like, there aren't very many racist people in my chat, probably because most of them would have been hardcore turned off of my stream right now. It's like, if I'm fucking memeing about like an after chat where we're literally communists and SJW Central now, like post fucking SJW Cuxtony, right, with people like Stin1 and Thought and shit. Like, I don't think that I'm gonna say some shit in chat and there's like secret racists that are like waiting. They're like waiting for me. Like, I know that Destiny's a real racist and he's gonna come around eventually. And it's like, oh, there it is. Like, do you understand like the difference? Like, kill yourself, nubcakes. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that either. So what should we try to get rid of, I guess, from our stream to make ourselves so that we can be the perfect role model citizen to never, ever, ever offend anybody? We can't say kill yourself anymore. Autistic, downy, and retarded. We need to get rid of these 3 things. You guys aren't allowed to call me short anymore either, because that's ableist, I think. So short and midget are also banned from my chat as well. Fucking got him. I wish a left-leaning memer would debate Destiny on that. I mean, you probably should never use those types of insults at all. It's just like, what do you say instead? Like, it's hard because you have to communicate to people on their level. Like, when you insult somebody, you insult them because you want to hurt their feelings, but what do you say when every word is disallowed? I mean, I guess, like, the next step is like, well, just don't ever try to hurt anybody's feelings. And it's like, but dude, like, fuck. You're asking for a lot there, homie.